Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sean of the Detroit Diz. And before we get started into the topic of the video here, if you can, just go ahead and mash that subscribe button, shall you? We really appreciate all of our subscribers, each and every one of you. And thank you for helping grow the channel and becoming part of the Detroit Diz. It's all free, just mashing the subscribe button. And then remember to hit that notifications bell. That way you know when we go live or upload a brand new video. So let's just go ahead and jump into it, shall we? So today is June 28th, the opening day of Tiana's Bayou. And it's been open for a little bit. There's been some, cast member previews, but today is the official day that it's opening. Splash Mountain is bye-bye. It's been bye-bye for a while, and this is the new redesigned location, and the name is Tianas Bayou. If you don't know what it is, Tianas Bayou is a water ride with a large drop at Walt Disney World, and it's one of the top two rides in the Magic Kingdom. So anyways, it's a great day here in Detroit, but we're talking about Tiana's Bayou. So I wanted to give my opinion, even though I'm not in Florida. We live here in Detroit and we are DVC members, but there, I've read all the news articles. I've seen, the POV video from Disney World itself, and I've also seen a lot of information about what's going on with Tiana's Bayou and whatnot. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So, first of all, I want to say that I think that the ride did need a refurbishment. It was an old, very old ride that was not politically correct, first of all. And I know that's a huge debate just on its own that I'm not treading any water in at all. I'm not jumping into the lake into that giant debate of whether it should be changed or not. But I think a new ride with with a princess that deserves a ride with a story. I believe it's a great way to make something brand new, and for kids to come there and visit, and even adults to visit and have a refreshed, brand new story at the Walt Disney World parks in the Magic Kingdom. Now, the Splash Mountain probably needed a brand new retrofit after all those years. It was kind of old and whatnot, and I think this is really, really an awesome idea that happened. It occurred, and here we are. There's a lot of people that are comparing Splash Mountain to Tiana's Bayou. I don't think we should do that anymore. We need to talk about Tiana's Bayou and just leave it and not make any comparisons, because even though the ride is basically the same ride, I don't think there needs to be this comparison about what Splash Mountain used to be and Tiana's Bayou is now. I think the comparison, if you want to compare anything, the animatronics are going to be are way better, more futuristic. They're going to have their quirks. Every ride, here's another thing people are talking about it breaking down already. It's having problems that they have to drain all the water out. They had to fix some things. There's going to be this period of time. Every ride that I know, whether it's been in Galaxy's Edge or Tron or wherever it's been, every time we get a brand new ride, we have to fix it. We have to get the quirks out. We have to get it like a well-oiled machine to get it going. And I think this is exactly what's been going on with Tiana's Bayou. I know that they got it ready and they let people ride it, and they've been working out all the quirks and the quinkadinks or whatever you want to call it. But I think it's going to be a really great ride over a long period of time, and it's going to be making a lot of magical memories for a lot of people. So going forward, we have to give patience. It's going to have some ups and some downs, and that's exactly what's going to be happening with Tiana's Bayou. Now, here's another thing that I think that people need to realize is that it's not your old, it is not definitely your old Splash Mountain is Tianas Bayou. The story, talking about the story, I think people were talking about how the story of Tianas Bayou maybe does not exactly match the movie, Princess and the Frog. Now, I've never watched Princess and the Frog whatsoever. I did kind of watch a video that you talked about Princess and the Frog and what it was all about. And I think that this is a story of Tiana, who is a princess who is taking you back to the bayou in New Orleans, and I don't want to mess that up because there's people out there from New Orleans who will say, "Hey, that's not how you say that." But anyways, I'm going to digress here, but the the movie itself, Princess and the Frog, where she, is in the frog world. Well, I'll say that. I think that the time that she's spending in Tiana's Bayou in the ride, where she becomes like into frog land, and then you get to meet all her frog friends and all the friends that she met when she was in the movie. I think that's a really great deal, and I think that's a really spectacular idea, whereas you get to become part of the story. It's kind of like It's a Bug's Life, for instance, where It's a Bug's Life, they were in the in the movie, in Bug's Life. You go there and you meet all the characters, and you're like in the movie. Or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Now that's not a ride anymore, but I think being part of the movie itself is kind of a cool thing, where you get to meet all the characters, and that's kind of like where she lives at. So I think that's a very cool part of the ride, and I think that it does match up, and it does a very good thing there. Then on top of that, I think that the animatronics are wonderful. The lighting is great. The colors are popping in the ride. I think that the ride itself, it looks really more appeasing and more updated. I do like the way that they're using screens and monitors to tell part of the story, like they do in the Three Amigos ride in the Mexican pavilion. Yeah, I think that's a really great ordeal right there. I think that's really important, and I really think that that ride is really, really great to do there. So here's what I'm saying. Overall, I think Tiana's Bayou is a great ride. I think it's a great representation. I think that it's well built. I think it's going to be a long-lasting ride for a long time to come, and I believe that it is a ride that I look forward to riding, and many people are going to ride over and over and over again, and it is going to be spectacular for the Magic Kingdom and for fans of Walt Disney World. And I hope today, opening day, a lot of people see it. So tell me what your thoughts are in the comments section, and have a great, big, beautiful today. Talk to you guys later, and have a great one. Bye-bye.